Oh, hey! Welcome to part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, link is in the description. So we're ready to jump into 2015, and I think people might be a little bit surprised by who I gave the top album to. But I gave it to because when they released this album, it blew me away. It became my favorite album of theirs, and really that was hard for them to do because the album that it beat was just like my favorite for so long. But Fear Factory released Genexus, and this thing front to back is a great fucking metal album. And if you get the version that has a bonus track called Enhanced Reality, I think that song is absolutely beautiful, and it shows just how fucking how envisionary I believe Fear Factory to be. I've actually for years talked about or thought about trying to make like some kind of a fan made music video for Enhanced Reality. I've never been able to kind of get my thoughts or visions that I have for that video into an actual video, so I just have never done it. But Genexus, absolute banging album. So we're gonna jump into our honorable mentions, and this one a lot of people are gonna disagree with. They're probably gonna hit the dislike. Who cares? They're probably going to say, boo fucking, bad fucking choice. I don't know. They're going to say something in the fucking comments. But The Marvelous Missing Link found this album to me absolutely great. It really had a lot of classic ICP in it, mixed with that like goody goody find Jesus kind of shit. If you want to call it that, like the just getting your life right and the uplifting songs or the happy-go-lucky songs that are sprinkled through this, but they also have a lot of their classic sounds, Get Clown, Lost at the Carnival, Pineapple Pizza, fucking The Midway, I Fucked a Cop, dude, I'm Sweet. Those are all banging tracks, and it's just every other song is kind of sprinkled with that song about just getting your fucking life right and shit like that, and just, finding the light. So I think it's a great album. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with that. But I gotta also give an honorable mention because I was never a fan of Axe Murder Boys. Just never was. But after hearing what he did on Killjoy Club, after hearing what he did on both Marvelous Missing Link albums, I took a leap of faith and I checked out Young Wicked Slaughter. And he made me a fan of his with this album. So that has to get an honorable mention just because of that pure fact right there. From not being a fan to like, damn, this guy's fucking good. 2016, I really don't recall. My memory of what all came out from Psychopathic that year is like super duper slim. I know we got Asylum from Big Hoodoo. That was also the year that we got fucking Blase Rose that fucking people just want to go and fucking attack. We got Zodiac Imprint that came out that year. We had Casket Factor that came out that year. But my honorable mentions for 2016 actually is in the Strange Music camp. My pick for top album is Tech Nine's The Storm. Absolutely love this album. I was surprised to hear when Tech Nine said that this didn't receive more love than it did, because I absolutely fucking love this album. I think this thing's amazing. So I was completely shocked to hear it didn't do as good as he was hoping. So that surprised me because this was really, really amazing to me. An honorable mention I got to give. I've only been listening to this album, both of these honorable mentions. I've only been listening to for a couple months now. But Burns, See You on the Other Side. This album is great. I can't stop listening to it at work. So it's getting an honorable mention because of that fact right there. And as you guys know, I went out and made myself buy every Chris Calico album. I forced myself to listen to them as I go out and play Pokemon Go. And the one album of his that's standing out, surprisingly, because a lot of people, it was very left field. It was something new and different for Chris Calico. I've been blown away by Go. This album is great. And I think it's great because it really showcases Chris's ability to sing. And that's what I'm liking. And there's a lot of kind of poppy sounds to some of the songs, catchy beats, catchy hooks. But I love it. I'm enjoying this album very thoroughly. This gets listened to just about once a day, if not once every other day. So Chris Calico's Go. You know, sorry I slept on you for so long, Chris Calico. But this album right here, completely surprised that I actually enjoy that one the most out of all of your other albums. So we're going to jump into 2017. I'm not going to build it up. I'm not going to hype it up. There is only one winner for this fucking year, 2017. And that was Shaggy 2 Dope. Fuck the fuck off, motherfucker. This album is still fucking banging now. I can't believe how amazing this album turned out. And the reason I say that is because Shaggy in the past, for me, has been known to ramble over beats. If you know me, I like it when rappers flow over the beat. You know what I mean? If you don't know what I'm talking about, on Keep It Scrubbin' off of Fuck the Fuck Off, when he does his verses, I don't like the way he just raps. He's not going with the beat. Until you get to the fucking chorus, he's keep it scrubbing, scrubbing, da la la la. That's when he starts to flow with the beat. That's my prime example. Throughout Opaque Brotherhood, throughout parts of... I'm drawing a blank on the name of the Rioters album. The one that came out in 2007. Somebody fucking help me, because I can't think right now. Duck the Fuck Down. There it is. On Duck the Fuck Down, he was kind of rapping where he would just ramble over the beat. So there were times that I was kind of like, you know, what's going on, Shaggy? Let's flow. On this album, there's not a single time that he does not flow. He flows great. The production on this is amazing. Absolute winner. 2017. Fuck the fuck off, motherfucker. But we have to give honorable mentions because we just have to. I'm going to switch this up. I was going to hold up one first, and we're going to hold up this one first. Again, another psychopathic debut. I'm going to give it up to Light. And the reason why I'm giving this up to Light is because this is the year that all the fiasco with Twisted and Young Wicked took place, right? This was the year they announced they had a new artist named Light. Young Light at the time. When I heard about this, I was like, I'm not going to give this guy a chance. He's got no faith for me because look what happened with Young Wicked. You know, at this time, Boondocks had left, Blaze had left, and then Young Wicked, of all people, had left, even though the year before he said he wouldn't. I was not going to give Light a chance. But I ultimately did, and I'm glad that I did because this album is an absolute great debut. And unfortunately, it appears to be his only psychopathic release. Time will tell. I honestly don't think he's with Psychopathic anymore. He's doing his own thing with Monstar Entertainment. So if it's his only release, it was a great release, and I'm holding up the red version because the intro from Straight Jacket is the best, and Straight Jacket is a killer producer. So Psychopathic Monstar, honorable mention. I also want to give an honorable mention, too, of that year, MNE's newest group and signee, Guerrilla Voltage. I wasn't sure about this group when they announced that they had signed Guerrilla Voltage. I went out and listened to them purely out of love and support for Kung Fu Vampire, but they blew me away. Unfortunately, Guerrilla Voltage is no longer a group. I don't know if they're doing their own thing. I don't know if they're going to be doing things as Guerrilla Voltage with a different name in the future. I don't know, but this debut album on Magic Ninja Entertainment was absolutely solid. I listened to it for like easily 3 months straight because it was banging. So, Apex, honorable mention for 2017. We actually have one more honorable mention for 2017. I almost forgot about this one. And this one's getting an honorable mention because I discovered and started listening to it in 2018. And this was the album that made me start paying more attention to them because they won me over with what they did on Catastrophic Event Specialist. Setscrew, this album was my introduction to them, like full on to them. And I was blown away by everything on this album and started checking out more of their shit. And now I own all their albums. I'm a fan. I even picked up UBI's solo joint under Bad Influence. And I'll be picking up Godamus's when it comes out. So Catastrophic Event Specialist, that's a little bit of a tongue twister. Honorable mention just because of what it did. It opened the door, kicked the door open for me on becoming a Setscrew fan. Jumping into 2018, again, there wasn't a whole lot that came out in 2018. So at the time that this album came out was when Megs and I were split up. And this had a lot of go-to tracks for me that kind of helped me through shit. One of the biggest ones was Kick It With Myself, because this came out like 2 weeks after Megs moved out when we were broken up. So Tech Nine's Planet, banging album. Absolutely loved it when it came out. And this was supposed to be the album that was supposed to prove everybody wrong. I don't know what he was exactly proving wrong. I just remember him saying that he fucking was disappointed with the way the Storm didn't get enough love, so he went off and did his own. He went off to his own planet. That was kind of like the story behind this album. Regardless, he came out with a really solid album with some surprising songs on there that are kind of radio, I guess you could call it, that I actually liked. Never Stray. That's like a really kind of radio song, I would say, but I actually fucking love it quite a bit. So, Tech Nine's Planet, winner of the 2018. Honorable mention again. These guys are honorably mentioned several times through this video. Mayday, South of 5th. Again, only been listening to them for about 6 months, but I'm not a fan of reggae. But I'm a fan of this. It's reggae inspired. It's reggae influence. It's reggae. It's a reggae type album, and it works with what Mayday did on here. So, honorable mention, South of 5th by Mayday. Jumping into 2019, and this one was a little tough to crown the top album. This one was tough, and it came down to one deciding factor. So I'm going to hold all three of these up because 2 of them are honorable mentions, and only one of them is the winner. But 2019 saw the final... 2019 finally saw the release of Fearless Fred Fury, but Tech Nine also put out Nina. Kung Fu Vampire also put out KUB Dawn, and only one of them could take it. And the reason it took it was because it's the album I can listen to front to back without skipping a single song on it. So the winner of this one was Tech Nine's Nina. I was surprised by this. You know, there for a while, I mean, we're talking 2015 to 2016, you know what I mean? The Storm kind of reinstated my faith. Special effects, Strangulation Volume 2, I was starting to lose a little bit of faith in Tech Nine in the direction that his music was going. The Storm helped revitalize it. Planet helped kind of switch and make me like a little bit more open-minded to his newer styles. And then Nina, just front to back, I love it. And the reason why I say front to back is because I told you guys, I don't like Hothead, and I've listened to Like It Rough maybe 2 times. Even now, almost a year later, I haven't listened to Like It Rough a lot. I'm not into that shit. You know what I mean? I don't like it rough. I don't. I'm a love maker. I like it slow. I like it sensual. I don't like it rough. So that unfortunately is what knocked this out of the top spot. And the same way with KUB Dawn. This is a fucking solid album. This, in my opinion, is Kung Fu Vampire's best album. But Hologram, it's a posse track. There's several people on it. And unfortunately, it does get skipped sometimes just because I want to hear Kung Fu Vampire. I don't really want to hear a bunch of people. So that, unfortunately, is what knocked that down to an honorable mention. So Nina... top album of 2019, Fearless Fred Fury, honorable mention. Damn close if it wasn't for those 2 songs. And KUB Dawn, Kung Fu Vampire's best work to date. Come on, guys. So that is it. That is my top albums for the last decade. Tell me what you think down below. Obviously, people are going to disagree. Tell me why. Tell me what you disagree with. And ultimately... go make your own fucking list so I can disagree with you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm looking forward to another decade of some bomb-ass music. Just because they weren't mentioned here doesn't mean there wasn't some banging albums that were released in the last decade. So let's fucking kick it off. The 2020s. Let's do it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.